Hello, everyone. Grand Rising. It's still morning time here, early morning in South Florida, and it's also a new moon and Jupiter Mars conjuncting too. And this is NRV 92. I put out that bombshell, kaboom, no pun intended. Um, for NRV 91 about WW3, okay, having a very high probability of happening. Now, I prayed and meditated some more because I was pissed, as I'm sure many of you are, because we all felt it. We all knew it was coming. We're like, there's so many delays, so much stuff happening, not happening. We're like, And I was like, listen, me and my team did my part. We won our battle, and so therefore we just gonna sit up in the stands and watch you guys work it all out, and you better work your shit out, right? That was my attitude. And then 45, I meditated more with Source. 45, the divine angelics, white hats, made that connection, and then I was shown and told at the same time, it's very visual, how it's like, yes, we waited. I put it in the comments, but I'm gonna make this an NRV because there's more information to go with it. It's like, yes, we waited too long, and the linchpin that could have been pulled, that would have thrusted everything forward, would have been the pull out of Afghanistan, to do that prior to the current administration taking over, right? That's what they waited too long on, which 45 said in his speech that I put in the video, okay, because those were the clips I was told to put to try to explain things. And they told me, the white hats, that we waited so long because we just wanted to give more people the opportunity to wake up. You know, we want to give them the opportunity to wake up. Really wanted to hit a certain percentage and like not have lose more than 10% of the population. And I was like, well, you know, they don't wake up. It's time to roll. You know, the tribulation is upon us. And it is. During my meditation, I was shown very clearly this new moon energy, and also with Mars and Jupiter coming together, is actually opening up that tribulation portal, and the threshing floor and everything we've been going through. You know, we're spiraling up and spiraling down. That was the spiraling up, spiraling down. Now comes the actual separating part starts happening. You have one vortex spiraling down, you have the other vortex spiraling up, and the center is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Now it's thin it's going to get, and it's going to start literally separating, the separation of the realms. That separation is actually starting with this energy. And I had mentioned it before, it's the eye of the needle. The eye of the needle is closing, and over the next 2.5 years, starting with this new moon energy in Gemini, with the conjunction of Jupiter and Jupiter and Mars, the eye of the needle is starting to close, and that's the tribulation. It's that eye of the needle closing is the tribulation. And then I was reminded and shown my own daughter still has not awakened. She is not awakened, therefore she has not started her ascension. And along with my daughter goes my grandchild, my grandbaby. You know? And who am I to expect? Who am I to even ask anyone to put themselves, put their loved ones, their children in danger? And that would go for myself, my own son, my nieces, my nephews. They all would be included in that draft. You know? I can't sacrifice their well-being to save my daughter and my granddaughter. And at this point, right now, anyone who has not started their ascension, they will experience the tribulation. How much tribulation they can experience is up to them. What is it going to take for them to wake up? But it's a heck of a lot more severe than the threshing floor could ever be. The prayer that I said for them, for my granddaughter and my daughter, I prayed to Queen Mother Mary and the Divine Sisterhood of the Rose and to Archangel Michael to please wake them up. You know, not my granddaughter. She's an angelic, pure angelic soul who came down here as one of my daughter's guardian angels to help her through because I just couldn't do it anymore. To help my daughter wake up and ascend, you know, to please make it. And if she doesn't, if she falls during the tribulation, it's not guaranteed you go through the tribulation, you survive. That's the point of the tribulation. It's giving you a shot, you know. If my daughter falls and does not make it, then my granddaughter finds her way to me unharmed. That's my hope. But with that, I was told clearly the delays are over. The delays are now over. So we've been experiencing so many delays with funds coming in and building and blah, blah. I know I have. That's what's been driving me nuts and not understanding why. And things that seem to be on the precipice of happening all of a sudden not happen. I'm like, what the freak is going on here? And then also the ultra strange solar energies and the energies coming in. I'm like, this is not right. And it's all due to that timeline being closed and us being on that timeline of the WW3 happening. And understand with the WW3, listen to what 45 said in that speech, those two clips. It's not going to come to the shores of the U.S. They will do the whole drafting thing, which we're going to fight tooth and nail. They can't, because they're not going to be able to get rid of the Second Amendment. There's going to be, like 45 says, a lot of land in Russia, but a lot of debt. That's where, if they set off BOMBs, that's what's going to happen. Ukraine and Russia over there, and then Taiwan and China. Those 4 places. Okay? But yeah, they're going to try to draft and everything like that. And I was like, listen, I'm so weird right now. Vortexy. I did say divine. I put it all out there. I sacrificed to save the life of my loved ones. That includes my daughter, my granddaughter, and that especially not going to happen to my son, my nieces, my nephews. They will not be drafted into war. And I say the same for you guys, for Team V here. You know, we did our part. We won the spiritual battle. The spiritual battle is won. Now it's the physical, because I told you, whatever happens in the spiritual must come down into the physical. As it is above, so it is below. So now this physical battle must be won. And I said this already in the video previous to this. So watch that video first. That 2025 timeline of the rebirth of this country, complete rebirth of this country, is still very solid. Is still very solid. Okay? Do the dark ones want to push us beyond that so they can get their 2030, Agenda 2030 happening? Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what they're doing, to try to delay it. But, and that micronova energy that's going to come in, that's the last thing to totally separate the realms. Like, whoosh, completely separate us. The new world from the old world. Okay? So 2025 is still very much on the menu. We're very much on track for that. It's just, you know, unfortunately, it's going to be a lot more turbulent and not as many people are going to make it. It's what I said in the beginning. It's no more than like 51%. The White Hats wanted to make it like 90%. I was like, ain't gonna happen. You know, let's just pray and hope that our loved ones are part of that 51%. The ones who, many of you still have loved ones who are still asleep and are fighting waking up. Why are they fighting it? Because they're having too much fun on the other side. And there are some light workers who started off well, who I know personally, who fell back, who missed their old life, their old selves, being cool, popular, having quote unquote fun, you know, and fell back. They too must experience a tribulation. They too, even though they awakened, went to that point, but they decided to fall back. They, they think they could undo what they already know. That can't be done. Once you're awake, you're awake. There's no one seeing that. It's like trying to get back into the Matrix. What happened to that guy that tried to get back into the Matrix? Right? He got KO'd. Any which ways. So we do have this. Let's keep praying and pushing forward and holding in a safe space our loved ones so they could join us also on Heaven on Earth. Okay, guys? Much love out there. We got this. We got this. Team B, we did this. Bye.